My name is Tiny G, and in this video, you are going to learn exactly how to create your first ever graffiti straight letter. Let's get right into it. First things first, you don't need anything fancy for this. All you're going to need is an eraser, a pencil, a black marker, and a pen, and of course some paper. Simply just the bare essentials. Everyone's got these lying around somewhere. Maybe the eraser's missing. That's the only thing that ever disappears. But other than that, you're set. Now before you draw a single line, I want you to imagine something. Picture a box sitting right in the middle of your page. That box is where your piece will live. It keeps everything balanced, centered, and tidy. You can lightly draw it if you want, or just visualize it. Either way, this step helps you avoid running out of space on one side, which, trust me, happens to everyone. If you're just doodling for fun, you can skip this. But if you want a clean layout, mark out that imaginary box. And yeah, this seems small, but this one habit instantly makes your sketches look 10 times more put together. Now, this method starts out with a tag. I'm not going to go deep into creating one here. That'll be in a future video. But for those who have never done a tag, all you want to do is take your name and then just change it ever so slightly, just like this on the screen. Now, take your tag and drop it roughly in the middle of your page, or evenly in that box you drew just a second ago. You can mix upper and lower case letters. It doesn't matter. Some people swear by all caps, others go all lowercase. Honestly, it's personal preference. Just make sure it's simple and readable. We're not doing wild style yet, so keep it clean. And remember, your first letter can be slightly larger, middle letters tighter, whatever. Just aim for some consistency throughout. Quick tip, you don't want your letters to be too spaced apart, or too close together. You'll see why when we move on to the next step. Now we move to the foundation, boxing up your letters. This part isn't as complicated as it seems. Imagine the individual strokes in your letters magically turned into rectangles. That's how you want to imagine it. When two lines meet at a point, your rectangles meet at two. Quick rule to help you with your letters. The main goal here is structure over style. Once your structure is solid, style becomes easy. Keep your boxes or bars the same width throughout your letters, making sure that you keep the strokes of your tags within the center of your bars/boxes. Alright, you've got your boxed up letters down. Now let's take it one step further by adding some style to your piece. Now, with this step here, you don't want to do anything too crazy, since this is just a straight letter, which means that the letters speak for themselves. Now, with that being said, how do you go about adding style to your piece? Well, all you want to do is alter and distort those rectangular bars that you just drew. This is of course a big enough topic for me to make a whole video on. So, with that being said, here's the simplest way to add style, for the first time. All you want to do is add simple changes just like this. You can curve your bars, add kinks, make parts wider or narrow, round off the edges, add cuts, etc. The sky is the limit. In this example, all I'm going to be doing is widening the ends of my bars and rounding off the straight edges. Do the same for your letters if you are following along with me. By the way, if your piece looks kind of stiff or messy, that's okay. When I first started, I completely skipped straight letters and went straight to wild styles. Big mistake. Straight letters are what teach you spacing, proportion, and confidence with line work. So if you're here right now doing this, you're already ahead of where I started. Now let's talk about outlines. Before you pick up your Sharpie, take a second to plan how your letters connect. You can have them slightly overlap or meet at a point. I usually connect mine point to point so they touch but don't crowd each other. Just remember one rule of thumb. Don't let two parts of different letters overlap the same letter completely, or that letter will disappear visually. Consistency is what keeps it readable and clean. Once you've decided your overlap style, you're ready to outline. But before the outline, let me quickly cover shadows and 3D. A quick little lesson on drop shadows and 3D, as this is what the next step will be. Let's start with two simple shapes, say a square and a circle. A drop shadow is like making a copy of that shape and sliding it down or to the side in the opposite direction of your pretend light source. You can draw these diagonal lines on all the corners of your letters and then where that line finishes. Cut back into the letter's edge on the same angle as the edge you drew the line from. A 3D or one-point perspective is different. You pick a vanishing point somewhere and connect the corners of your letter to that point. Mark equal distances along the lines to cut the 3D, connect them, erase what's left over. Then boom, you've got one-point perspective 3D. Circles don't technically have corners, so just use the point where they touch a straight edge. Super simple, but learning this now will make your future pieces way better. Now grab your Sharpie or black marker. And here's one big tip. Always pull lines towards you instead of pushing the marker away. You'll get cleaner lines that way. Just allows you to have more control over the line. And don't be afraid to rotate your page. Everyone does it. Take your time outlining. If your sketch lines are messy, clean them up first so you don't get lost. I still sometimes outline the wrong line even now. It happens. Just slow down and enjoy the process. This is where your piece starts coming to life. The satisfying part also. Before I jump right into the next step, if you want to see the full uncut process of this video, and without the AI voice, and get direct help and feedback on your graffiti from me, then join Graffiti University Plus, my private mentorship community, where I hold live graffiti training every week, and you get access to all my unedited YouTube tutorials with live commentary like the one you are watching right now. Just a quick heads up that the monthly price is set to double this weekend, and I'm shutting public access, making the community invite and application only. So if you want to secure your spot in the private community and take your learning to the next level, check out the first link in the description below. I can't wait to teach you on the other side. Oh, one more thing. Those who make it before this weekend receive a personal video from me critiquing your work. That's right. The straight letter you are creating right now, I'll record a live critique of it just for you. Now, before erasing, let the ink dry. Seriously. Nothing hurts more than erasing too early and smudging your entire piece. If you've ever done that, welcome to the club. We've all been there. Now that the outlines are done, it's time to add the drop shadow. Just like before, decide your light direction. I'm going to go with the shadow to the right. Using a pencil, lightly map it out with thin lines. Keep them parallel and even. Follow each bar edge and imagine your shadow sliding underneath it. Once that's mapped, go over it again with your Sharpie. That's the drop shadow cheat code right there. Now, your straight letter is almost finished. We are now up to the finishing touches. All that is left to do is clean up those lines using a pen, and then add any details you desire. Really, that's it. I'm just using a pen to go back over those corners and sharpen up all those lines, bringing them to a point. Sharpies tend to leave rounded connecting points. This just makes things look cleaner and sharper. Then I'll add an outline around everything one last time to make everything look nice and bold. From here, you can add anything else you desire. I'm going to leave the letters just as they are. I will add a simple bubble background to finish things up, making sure to leave white space between the letters and the background. And there you have it. That's how you create your first ever graffiti straight letter. Stay tuned for the next tutorial. Thanks for watching, keep sketching, and remember, every pro was once a beginner with a messy black book. See you in the next tutorial or inside Graffiti University Plus.